Now, seeing the atmosphere of the school, I feel like coming back as a student and joining. It's such a beautiful campus here and a lovely day to be meeting you all for the first time. I'm so happy to be meeting you all now on this occasion. Now we are celebrating the 77th Independence Day. Not only the children like you, but even we do not know exactly, rather we have not seen our forefathers' sacrifice that has led to this independence of this country. Today we are all enjoying the freedom, the independence. We have a nation for ourselves, being run by the people, for the people and of the people. But one has to understand, you children will have to particularly understand the reason why we celebrate this Independence Day. This is to remember the greatest sacrifices that our freedom fighters have made in order to make this country independent and to make the future generations free and independent, and for this nation to develop as an independent sovereign country. The people, our forefathers, have laid their lives and such great sacrifices have been done. Before the independence, well, we can only read and understand, but I would rather advise all children to read the independence and then the freedom movement, which has begun almost 100 years ago, and then more than even 100 years, in fact, by 150 years. And it has taken so long to send the British out. And even before they have gone, they have looted this country. Before the colonial rule, India probably was one of the richest economy that it had. Rich culture, Vedic culture that we have, and even in terms of development, education like Nalanda University and all, we had universities when the world has never even seen what an educational institution looked like. So it is a few hundred years ago that we had these universities. Now, unfortunately, the British has come and has destroyed our culture in a very planned and a phased manner. Lord Macaulay, in fact, has written a letter to the Queen. At that time, I think it was Queen Victoria. After having traveled the length and breadth of India, Macaulay writes that he writes about the richness of this country in terms of culture, education, and also the wealth. And he says that the culture here is so strong. He refers even to the Mughals who have come here and also made an attempt to destroy this Vedic culture. And he said that the Mughals also have failed. Mughals, though have ruled us for few centuries, they could not destroy our Vedic culture. Macaulay writes his future plan to the Queen that if we have to conquer this land, first we have to destroy the social fabric of this nation. It is only then that we can make some inroad into this land. It is in that phased manner the British has introduced English. The British has rather introduced its own kind of religion and other things. But the fact of the matter is that the main object of British was only to loot this country. It has absolutely no interest in improving our lives, even at the cost of death of our people. The interest of British was only to loot this country. It was even the latest, sometime around 1920s. It was the time when Winston Churchill was the Prime Minister. It was West Bengal, the present Bengal,
which includes Bangladesh also, was reeling under very severe famine. So as it is, we are very rich in agriculture and we have enough grains. So the grains was actually being sent to West Bengal, to the Bengal region, in order to meet the famine and to feed the people who are starving for food. Then it was the peak of the World War, Second World War. The Indian soldiers on behalf of British were fighting war against Japan and so many other countries. Then they needed food. And the food that was going to this famine-stricken Bengal was diverted by Churchill. And for that he said, somebody advised him that if food is going to go away to meet the requirement of our soldiers, then people in Bengal will starve. He said something even worse, that we don't even give a damn to the lives of the Indians. Let them die. This is what he said. This is the approach that the British had towards India. Now, from the clutches of this colonial rule, we all have now been liberated, and with this great sacrifices, the lives which have been given up by our forefathers, that we have now got the independence. On an occasion like this, we should all remember this, only to see to it that what we have lost, the glory, the wealth,
We are so honored to have Judge of High Court, Sri G. Ramakrishna Prasad Garu, as chief guest for celebrating 77th Independence Day. And the words of wisdom that he has given to our students is so wonderful with examples. And it was a great occasion for all of us in the presence of our Pro-Vice Chairman, Sri Chukkapalli Ramesh Garu, celebrating this, a very auspicious occasion, that is 77th Independence Day in Delhi Public School, Amravati. And our students have put up and prepared for wonderful program to showcase their talents, to celebrate with a great fervor and pomp this 77th Independence Day. Jai Hind, God bless all our children. Thank you.
మా స్కూల్లో ఈ 77వ ఇండిపెండెన్స్ డే సెలబ్రేషన్స్ కొరకు వచ్చిన శ్రీ రామకృష్ణ గారు అండ్ సతీమణి, మాకెంతో ఆనందదాయకం ఉంది. ఎందుకంటే మన ప్రాంతం ఆయన ఇవాళ హైకోర్టు జడ్జిగా రావడం, ఈ సంవత్సరం ఆయన వచ్చిన ఫస్ట్ మా స్కూల్కే చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ రావడం మాకు చాలా ఆనందంగా ఉంది. ఈ విధంగా మా పిల్లలు కూడా లాస్ట్ 10 days నుంచి బాగా ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యి ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ చేయడానికి, ఈవెంట్స్ చేయడానికి అంతా కూడా చాలా ప్లాన్ చేసుకుంటారు. సో ఐ విష్ ఆల్ ది చిల్డ్రన్. రామకృష్ణ గారు చాలా విషయాలు చెప్పారు, మన ఇండిపెండెన్స్ ముందు నుంచి మన దేశం ఎలా ఉండేది, మన దేశాన్ని బ్రిటిష్ వాళ్ళు ఎట్లా లూట్ చేశారు, ఇవన్నీ కూడా చాలా విపులంగా చెప్పారు. సో అట్లాగే ఆయన చెప్పినట్టుగా టీచర్స్, పేరెంట్స్ చాలా రోల్ తీసుకుని మన పిల్లలందరినీ కూడా మంచి పౌరులుగా వాళ్ళని రద్దు చేస్తారని ఆశిస్తూ అందరికి మరొకసారి హ్యాపీ ఇండిపెండెన్స్ డే. థ్యాంక్ యూ.